Hey guys, so today I'll be doing a problem from one of the most frequently asked problem from meta tag on Leetcode and a variant, and I will try to finish it in 15 to 20 minutes along with the variant. And we will go through edge cases, the code itself, clean up the code, and also do the dry run. Let me set the timer. Right, actually. Maybe I should have done 20 minutes. Let me do 20. All right. So 20 minutes started, and the first question is given a string as return true if it is a palindrome or false otherwise. So our input here is a string, and we have to report output which is true or false, a boolean. Okay. Since it's a string input, questions would be white spaces, alphabets, digits, size of the string, and yeah, I think those would be it. And I would assume palindrome is a sentence or a word or a statement which from both sides would, if you read it, it would return like it would be the same. Okay, the white spaces, yes, alphabets A to Z or A to Z, which are small letters, digits would be 0 to 9, and size of the string would be maybe 2 into 10 to the power of 5. Okay, example could be race car, and this is the string. Here, output would be true because if we read from R and this is same, A is same, C, A, R. One edge case could be empty string. Only one character in the string. So this would be true, and for one character, this would be true as well. So if this is true, we can check for one example. So this we have to return as true, and even if it's this is true. If he suppose here was a white space, oh, yeah, then this would still be true. Okay. An example could be if we just add maybe this, then this would not be a palindrome because E or A is extra. Okay, so one approach could be to go here and start from here and then go over all the way to the end of the string to check if those elements are similar and then do the same thing again from this character at A, but that would be like brute force and it would be O of n square solution. We can use optimize this as O of one solution, which we could just do it in one pass and start with left and the right pointer, which would look something like this. So we start here, left, and then right. And then we'll check left equals right, then L plus equals 1 and R minus equals 1. one case would be if this character is a digit, it's a digit, basically alphanumeric character. Check for alphanumeric character for left, and then for right. If not, then left plus equals 1. This would also check for spaces, so that would be cover the edge case. Yeah, and then at the end, this will keep moving forward, and then they will meet here, and it will not be equal, and that's when we return false. So we can do define valid palindrome, and this will take in input as string, and output would be a boolean, and then we'll go through if mm, yeah, actually, if s equals this, then we just return true. That's the base case. Also, one more thing is it could also be like R. So now this would return false straight away. So a good idea would be to convert into a lower string. So it's I'm just modifying the existing string, which is this, and then left would start left and right, which would start at 0 and then of s minus 1 because of Python indexing, and we'll do while left is less than right. So if s left dot is yeah, if that is not the case, if like that means if there is a space or it's like some other character or something, and we'll also check if left is less than right and not, then just increase the pointer. And same for right, right? So as right, if it's that's not the thing, then just go ahead and decrement the pointer. Else if otherwise, last thing we'll check if they are. Actually, it won't if that is the condition. If s left is not equal to s right, we return false immediately. And if everything goes well, we return true. One thing we'll also have to do is if all these conditions is okay, then we will just increment our left pointer and decrement our right pointer. All right. I think this should solve it. Let's just do a quick dry run for race a car. All right. And here, this is our string. And then this line would be the first thing that is not true. Line 43, then at line 44, everything will be LRACECAR. All right, and our left pointer is here, and our right pointer is here. All right, now this is still a character, so it's fine. This won't execute. This is all good, so we move A here and here. And then we go through again. This would not execute because we are at A. Then we move our left pointer at C. They are equal. That's good. Now we move it here, which is at a space. So this is what will get executed for left. And then E would be one step ahead at E. Right now, this was E, left is still here, right decrements to A. and now left is less than right, but this is not equal, so it returns false immediately. All right, so that's good. I finished this one in 5 minutes. And then the follow-up question for this is, all right, let's get started. All right, what if you're given a string, it's the same string, return true if S can be a palindrome after deleting at most one character from it. Okay, so if our string is, let's say, A, B, 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 D, C. All right, so if we go from, actually, let's do it here. Yeah, we apply the same logic. For now, I'm like ignoring the white space logic, and for this, maybe no white spaces. Spaces? No, only lowercase characters. Lower or upper, only lower, and no digits or anything. Okay, so if we do, all right, let's just keep it simple for now. Okay, maybe just add C here, and then we will apply the same logic. So our left is here, and our right is here. So this is good. We move forward. B, this is good. B, move. This is good. This is good. Now, here, this would be fine. This would return true. But what if we added like an extra B here? So now, so we move it for two B's, that's good. But now, when the left pointer is here, we have one option to either remove C or to remove B. So what we can do is we can try to just check if we remove C, will this line be a palindrome? Or like if we remove B, then will this line be a palindrome? And if either one returns true, we return true. That is one case where, like in the middle somewhere, one case could be if it is A, C, C, A, D. All right. So if that's the case, here the first and the last element won't be similar, right? So what we can do is either if we remove A, will that make it a palindrome? No, but if we remove it from D, will that make it a palindrome? Yes. So that's how we can do it. And to implement this, let's just to define valid palindrome, and we pass in string. Actually, S is the string. And again, we're going to be returning a boolean, and here we will check. Again, we'll start with left and right, which would be 0, and length of S minus 1. That's where we start. I think I did cover the edge cases. We could add like if there were white spaces and stuff, that logic as well. But right now, I think that in the interview they can just mention if that was the case. So again, we will have like a valid palindrome with removal, and maybe we can take it like a helper function. That is this part, define valid palindrome. And they can ask. Actually, it'll take in from left and right, right? Like which part does it need to be replaced? So again, simple quick logic, less than right. If S left is not equal to S right, just return false. Otherwise, return true. Actually, we don't need this. We just if that all good, and then we just move the pointers plus equals 1 and where minus equals 1. All right, that's the helper function. Now we still need like left and right pointers. Say this would be for the outer function, and we'll start at 0 and len of s minus 1. Actually, we already defined it, right? So you don't need that. While left is less than right. If s left is not equal to s right, then check valid palindrome on either we'll start from left plus 1, 1 to right plus 1, right? Because, yeah, actually, no, that still only until right, or we do valid palindrome from left to right minus 1. Yeah, that should like check the middle one from either side. And we just return this. This would return true or false. And then else condition would be if they are equal, right? So just increment the point. I mean, yeah, plus equals 1 and right minus equals 1. If all's good, this will be the basic logic and we return true. Okay, let's do on this example ACCAD. Okay, here. Okay, so let's just assume this is where our pointers are easier to see. And okay, A and D are not equal. So this is just a helper function. Our pointers are initialized and then now they're not equal. So here we will do call valid palindrome on left plus 1 till right. So C is still here. So it'll go into this function and it'll check if left is less than or equal to that is CC is not good, right? So this would just return false right away. So this call returns false. Now we do from left to here. So A to A. So this function will execute. Right now this is all good. We increment left pointer and decrement right pointer. This is good. If we do one more round, this will cross each other, and that's when we will come, and this will return true. And then overall, the function returns true. Okay, I think that was pretty good. There is also one more problem in this cluster, which is valid palindrome 3. And what they do is, if right now it's only one removal, but in that case, it's k removals, and it kind of becomes like a DP recursive solution problem. So I'll try to do that in the next video or maybe later. But yeah, I think I took like about 20-ish minutes, a little less than that, to finish this. So I think at least with this question, my concepts are a little clear and everything is good. Cool. Thanks for watching.